Hi guys, let's start part number 2 of test number 32 of UPSC 2021 Prelims test series from Vision IAS. So now let's come to question number 26. This dynasty ruled much of northern India from the mid-8th to the 11th century, known for building open pavilion temples. They were involved in a tripartite struggle for Kannauj. A rare sandstone idol named Natesh of this dynasty was recently returned to India by the UK. Which of the following dynasties is being described in the above passage? Option A, Chalukyas, incorrect. Option B, Rashtrakuta, incorrect. Option D, Pallas, incorrect. Option C, Gurjara Pratihara, this is correct. So option C is the correct answer. Now let's come to question number 27. Consider the following statements regarding general consent to CBI. Statement 1. General consent of a state is mandatory for CBI to investigate the cases relating to that state or having jurisdiction of that state. This is correct. Statement 2. CBI can investigate a crime without the consent of states through the orders of the Supreme Court and High Court. This is also correct. Lack of general consent stalls the investigation of already registered cases with CBI. This is incorrect. Statement 3 is incorrect. It will have no impact on investigation of cases already registered. So the cases which were already registered with CBI, as old cases were registered when general consent existed. So statement 3 is incorrect. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option A, that is 1 and 2 only. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 28. Consider the following peers. On the one side we have scholar and on the other side we have dynasty that patronized. The first one is Vishakadat. So Vishakadat, he was a scholar in the Mauryan dynasty. This is incorrect. So Vishakadat was a celebrated author of the Gupta dynasty and not Mauryan period. Statement number 2. Banabhatta, and it's being paired with Pushyabhuti dynasty. This is correct. So Banabhatta, he was an author during the time of Harshvardhan. So number 2 is correctly paired. Then number 3, Guna Bhadra, and he's being paired with Pallava dynasty. This is incorrect. Guna Bhadra was a celebrated author of the Rashtrakutas dynasty. So number 3 is also incorrect. Which of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? The correct answer is option A, that is 2 only. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 29. Sinatra doctrine, sometimes seen in the news, is related to option A, sharing of international water resources. Incorrect. Option B, relitigation. So relitigation of a court judgment. This is incorrect. Option D, nuclear warfare. This is also incorrect. Option C, international diplomacy. This is correct. So option C is the correct answer. Now let's come to question number 30. Ameri ice shelf. So Ameri ice shelf, the expansion of which is predicted to have a major impact on global climate, is located in option B, Arctic, incorrect. Option C, Iceland, incorrect. Option D, Greenland, incorrect. Option A, Antarctica, this is correct. So this Ameri ice shelf is there in Antarctica. Question number 31. Rash Bihari Bose was associated with which of the following? Statement 1. Gadar mutiny. This is correct. Statement 2. Assassination attempt on Lord Hardinge. This is also correct. Number 3. India Independence League. This is also correct. Select the correct answer using the code given below. The correct answer is option D, that is 1, 2 and 3. Now let's come to question number 32. Consider the following statements in the context of the Government of India Act 1935. Statement 1. The members of the Council of States were proposed to be partially elected through an indirect election. This is incorrect. It was not partial. The elections to the Council of States were to be direct from the British Indian provinces, and partial representations of the princely states was through nomination. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. The women were given the right to vote on the same basis as men in the provincial legislature. This is correct. Women were given the same right to vote. Statement 3. Its provisions were influenced by a white paper prepared after deliberations at round table conferences. This is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option C, that is 2 and 3 only. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 33. Regarding the land revenue system during the reign of the Mughal Emperor Akbar, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The revenue was fixed on the average yield of land assessed on the basis of the past 10 years. This is correct. Statement 2. Discretion of local officials was greatly reduced in determining the land revenue. This is correct. Statement 3. State's share was fixed at 25% of average produce to encourage farming. This is incorrect. It is not 25%. 1/3 of the average produce. So 1/3 of the average produce, that is 33.33% of the average produce, was the state's minimum share. So statement 3 is incorrect. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option A, that is 1 and 2 only. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 34. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. Great hornbill is a species endemic to Western Ghats and Sri Lanka. So it is endemic. It is only found in Western Ghats and Sri Lanka. This is incorrect. The great hornbills are found in the forest of India. They are found in Bhutan. They are found in Nepal. They are found in Southeast Asia, in mainland Southeast Asia. They are found in the Indonesian islands of Sumatra and the North east region of India. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. The great hornbill needs a dense canopy and large trees for nesting. This is correct. They need large trees. Number 3. Great hornbill calls are loud and aggressive, especially to send an alarm to the flock when they spot birds of prey. This is also correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option B, that is 2 and 3 only. Now let's come to question number 35. Consider the following statements in context of recently observed extreme helium star. Extreme helium star. Statement 1. It is a low mass supergiant that is almost devoid of hydrogen in their structure. So this is correct. They do not contain hydrogen. They are mainly composed of helium and other gases. Statement 2. Extreme helium stars are larger, so they are larger and hotter than sun. This is also correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option C, that is both 1 and 2. Question number 36. Glanders, sometimes in news recently, is associated with option A. It is a type of fever mostly affecting teenagers and young adults. Incorrect. Option C. A rare disease usually occurs in females post-menopause due to suppression of endocrine gland. Incorrect. Option D. A new strand of Cry1AC gene resistant to first line of drugs. Incorrect. Option B. It is a highly infectious and often fatal zoonotic disease, primarily affecting horses, donkeys, and mules. This is correct. So option B is the correct answer. Now let's come to next question. That is question number 37. With reference to the Gauss competitive exclusion principle, consider the following statements. Statement 1. Species with identical niches have identical needs. Thus, they compete for the same resources. This is correct. Statement 2. The greater is the overlap of the species niches, the stronger is the competition between them to survive. This is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option number C, that is both 1 and 2. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 38. With reference to external debt vulnerability indicators over the last 5 years in India, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The external debt to GDP ratio is consistently increasing. This is incorrect. India's external debt to GDP ratio rose marginally to 21.6%. 21.6% in the end September 2020 compared to 20.6% in the end March 2020. However, there is no consistent trend. So that is in 2019, there was only 19.8, 2018, 20.1, then in 2000, 13, it was 22.4. So there is no consistent trend. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. The debt service ratio is consistently decreasing. This is incorrect. Debt service ratio, which refers to principal payment plus interest payment, has improved to 9.7% in end September 2020 compared to 6.5% in end of March 2020. So statement 2 is also incorrect. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option D, that is neither 1 nor 2. Now let's come to question number 39. Consider the following statements with respect to wildcat caracal. So the name of the wildcat caracal. Statement 1. It derives its name from its distinctive long and pointy ears with tufts of black hair at their tips. This is correct. Statement 2. It is critically endangered on the IUCN Red List. This is incorrect. It is in the least concerned category of the IUCN Red List. So statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 3. Its preferred natural habitat is the ravines of Chambal in India. So its preferred natural habitat is the ravines of Chambal in India. This is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option A. That is 1 and 3 only. Now let's come to next question. That is question number 40. With reference to Gandhiji's campaign against untouchability during the Indian freedom struggle, consider the following statements. Statement 1. At the Belgaum session of 1924, the only Congress session presided over by Gandhiji, the issue of untouchability was taken up. This is correct. Yes, the issue of untouchability was taken up. Statement 2. Gandhiji favored intercaste marriages during his campaign to fight untouchability. This is incorrect. He did not favor intercaste marriages. Gandhiji was not in favor of mixing up the issue of removal of untouchability with that of intercaste marriages. So statement 2 is incorrect. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option A, that is 1 only. Now let's come to question number 41. Which of the following organisms practice estivation? Statement, the first one is fat-tailed dwarf lemur. This is correct. They practice estivation. Number 2, snakes. This is incorrect. Snakes practice hibernation, that is winter sleep. So snakes, it's incorrect. Number 3, salamanders. This is correct. Number 4, frogs. This is correct. Number 5, crocodiles. This is correct. Number 6, bear. This is incorrect. Bears, they practice hibernation, that is winter sleep. So select the correct answer using the code given below. The correct answer is option A, that is 1, 3, 4 and 5 only. Now let's come to question number 42. Consider the following statements regarding the Permanent Indus Commission, which recently made after a gap of 2 years. Statement 1. It is a bilateral commission to implement and manage the goals of the Indus Waters Treaty 1960. This is correct. Statement 2. It was established with the assistance of the United Nations. This is incorrect. It was not established with the assistance of the United Nations. It is a treaty brokered by the World Bank. So statement 2 is incorrect. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option A. That is one only. Question number 43. Which of the following correctly describes an on-tap issue? Option A. It is first sale of shares by the privately owned company to the public. This is incorrect. Option C. It is the first time subscription offer for a new scheme launched by the asset management companies. This is also incorrect. Option B. It is an instrument which allows borrowers to sell bonds or other short-term debt instruments from past issues. So it is a reissue. So statement option B, this is correct. Option B is the correct answer. Now let's come to next question. That is question number 44. Consider the following statements with reference to the All India Women Conference, that is AIWC. Statement 1. It was founded by Margaret Cousins in the 1920s. Number 2. Its objective was to promote educational standards and the social welfare of women and children. This is correct. Statement 3. Amrit Kaur and Kamla Devi Chattopadhyay were associated with AIWC. This is also correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option D, that is 1, 2 and 3. Now let's come to question number 45. Consider the following statements regarding digital service tax. So digital service tax. Statement 1. The digital services tax applies only to non-resident companies with annual revenues in excess of 2 crores. This is correct. Statement 2. It is also applicable on goods and services sold through an Indian arm of foreign e-commerce players. This is incorrect. The government has decided not to levy 2% digital service tax if goods and services are sold through an Indian arm of foreign e-commerce players. So it is not applicable on goods and services sold through an Indian arm of foreign e-commerce players. So statement 2 is incorrect. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option A, that is 1 only. Now let's come to next question. That is question number 46. Which of the following? Okay. With a reference to prehistorical sites in India, consider the following pairs. On one side we have site and on the other side we have the period where it belongs to. So the first one is Gufkral and it is being paired with Mesolithic. This is incorrect. So this Gufkral, it is Neolithic site in the Kashmir Valley. So it is a Neolithic site. So now the first one is incorrect. Number 2 we have Bagor and it's paired with Megalithic. This is incorrect. So Bagor, which is located to the west of the town named Bhilwara, which is there in Rajasthan. It is the largest Mesolithic site discovered in India. So it is Mesolithic site and not megalithic site. So number 2 is also incorrect. Number 3, Burjahom, and it's being paired with Neolithic. It is correct. Burjahom is a Neolithic site. So which of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? So the correct answer is option C, that is 3 only. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 47. With reference to the Indian beamlined project recently seen in news, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The Indian beamline facility is set up in Japan while it is maintained by Indian research institutes. This is correct. Statement 2. The project aims to train Indian researchers in advanced X-ray techniques of material research. This is correct. Statement 3. The project is supported under the Nano Mission. So it is supported under the Nano Mission of the Department of Science and Technology. This is also correct. Which of the following statements is or are correct? The correct answer is option B, that is 1, 2 and 3. Now let's come to question number 48. Additive manufacturing. So additive manufacturing, or we can call it as 3D printing. So additive manufacturing is the production of 3D objects by adding material layer by layer. Which of the following materials can be developed using additive manufacturing or 3D printing? Number 1, automobile parts. It's correct. Automobile parts can be made by using this method. Number 2, bakery and confectionery food items. This is also correct. Number 3, surgical implants. Correct. Number 4, animal organs. It's also correct. Select the correct answer using the code given below. The correct answer is option number D, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 49. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. Lord Canning introduced the portfolio system in the British Indian administration. This is correct. So the portfolio system was being introduced by Lord Canning, who was our first Viceroy of India. Number 2. Butler Commission was appointed during the tenure of Viceroy Reading. This is incorrect. The Butler Commission in the year 1927 was set up to examine the nature of relationship between the princely states and government. It was appointed during the tenure of Lord Irwin. So it's not Viceroy Reading, but it was Lord Irwin. Number 3. Quit India movement started during the tenure of Lord Linlithgow. This is correct. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option C, that is 1 and 3 only. Now let's come to question number 50. Consider the following pairs. On one side we have personality, and on the other side we have the associations which they are associated with. Number 1, we have N.M. Joshi, and it is paired with Social Service League. It's correct. So N.M. Joshi, he founded the Social Service League in the year 1911. Number 2, we have H. N. Kunzru. So H. N. Kunzru, and it's paired with Seva Samiti, and it was founded in the year 1914. This pair is also correct. Number 3, Gopal Ganesh Agarkar. So Gopal Ganesh Agarkar, and it's paired with Deccan Education Society, and it was founded in the year 1884. This pair is also correct. Which of the pairs given above are correctly matched? The correct answer is option D, that is 1, 2, and 3. That's all, guys. Bye.